Hello everyone, myself Om Prakash Shar, studying in 4th year BSc Agriculture in College of Agriculture Vijaypura, and my allotted topic is Census in Animals, which is submitted to the Dr. S.Y. Mukurthal, Head of the Department Animal Science. Animal Census. Here, how do animals detect to the environment stimuli? This is what we are going to discuss about in this topic. Next, before starting this topic, one thing I want to disclose in front of you, that is sensory stimulation is the starting point of behavior. One thing, and another one is animals' senses are not necessarily as same as the humans. First one is photoreceptors. In animals, light is detected by the eyes. The structure of the eyes varies from one organism to another organism. These are the type of compound eyes, simple eyes, and etc. Structure of eyes. In snails, they have a simple eyes which is detect light in the same way as we detect heat. In insect and crustaceans, they have a compound eyes made up of the many separate ommatidia. This gives a mosaic vision and very good for the detecting movement. Next, this is the image of compound eyes in insects. In vertebrates, they have a lenses that helps to form a clear images. If the two eyes face forwards, they have a overlapping fields, that is nothing but binocular vision, enabling a good judgment of distance. And you can see the vertebrate eyes in this image. Night vision. This involves a structure called tapetum. This is a layer of silvery crystals that acts as a reflector, allowing animals like cats to pick up a 50% more light in night than humans can detect. This is why cats' eyes glow in dark or night time. As I told you, here you can notice both cat and dog eyes are shining during a night time. Animals also use their vision to detect movement, speed, shapes, etc. Color vision. We as a human see violet, indigo, blue, green, and many colors of the light spectrum. Bee sees ultraviolet light but are less sensitive to red. This is why most red flowers have some blue or strong scent. This is how bee sees. And here one thing, goldfish can detect or red light or can see far red light, and seabirds are particularly sensitive to the red light. And you can see the structure of eyes. Here retinal blood vessels are there, and eyelid, and you can notice cornea and aqueous humor and extraocular muscles and optic nerve. This is the seabird's vision. And next, thermoreceptors. Infrared light is a form of heat. No animals can see infrared with eyes, but certain animals can detect warm objects as if they can see them. Example, snakes. Snakes are the heat sensor. Snakes heat sensors. Snakes have two heating sensing pits in front of and slightly below their eyes. These are so accurate, and snakes can strike prey in a pitch of darkness. Thermoreceptors. Here, human can detect heat with their skin. Other animals, example, mosquitoes home in on their prey using a thermoreceptor. Mechanoreceptors. These sense gravity, touch, pressure, stretch, and movement. These let the animal know which way is up. They help in recognition of position of one part of the body in relation to the another part of the body. This is the important for coordinated movement. Touch, pressure, and texture of the objects in the environment plus the tension in an internal organ such as stomach or bladder are the functions of these receptors. The skin of human has a tactile receptor. sometimes animals have hairs with receptors at the base like whiskers in cats. You can see the whiskers in cats. Some animals have special sense organs called statocysts that serve as a gravity receptors. Fish have a lateral line organ that runs the length of the body. This consists of hairs with their tips enclosed in a jelly-like substances. These responds to waves, currents, or disturbances in water. This is the lateral line. Next, proprioceptors these are the sense organs that responds to tension in the muscles or joints of the animals. Next come chemoreceptors. Afflaction, that is nothing but smell. This is the detection of chemicals in the air or water that diffuse towards or swept towards the animal, used for the preliminary examination or things at a distance. Next comes gustation, or this is nothing but taste. The detection of the chemicals in the liquid or solid state for examination of the objects that have been touched. The four basic tastes, you already know that: sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. And these are some sides of the tastes in tongue. This is the image of human tongue. Next, the distinction between smell and taste become blurred in simpler animals. Humans use their noses and tongues to detect smell and as well as taste. Next, in flies, they have a taste hairs on their feet. In many insects, some of the insects smells using the antenna. Reptiles have a small opening in the head. This opens into the roof of the mouth. This is also called as Jacobson's organ. You can see the Jacobson organ here. Next, a snake flicking out its forked tongue is collecting a chemical samples and bringing them back to the Jacobson's organ for the sake of analysis. Next comes pheromones. These are the chemicals used to communicate between the members of the same species. That is nothing but in intraspecies only, not for interspecies. Members of the same species have receptors to pick up these pheromones. Other species ignore them. Next, auditory receptors. In humans, sound waves cause the eardrum to vibrate. These vibrations are transmitted across the middle ear by three small bones. This sets up vibrations in the fluid filled with the cochlea. This initiates the impulses in the auditory nerve and we finally hear with our brain. This is the structure of human ear. Humans can hear from 20 Hz to the 20,000 Hz of sound. Sound above that is called ultrasonic sound. Bats are the ultrasonic bleeps. Bats use ultrasonic bleeps as a form of sonar. Dogs and many insects hear in a ultrasonic range. Whales use a complicated communication system involving ultrasonic sounds, echolocation, and very sounds called infrasounds. These travels for a long distances. Okay. Next, elephants and hippos use infrasound waves to communicate over a long distances. Next, detection of electric fields. Certain species stun their prey with an electric shock. The general example you already know, that eel. Certain fish create an electric field around themselves, allowing them to pick up any disturbances in the field. Okay. So, detection of magnetic field. Homing pigeons can detect the magnetic field lines of the earth. They use this navigate during the migration or homing. So, this comes my presentation completes, and thanks for your patient listening. Thank you guys.